guys, it's Carly and Nat from Brains, Bods, and Bubbles.
Hey, so today we're going to be doing movement. So this is one of my favorite exercises to integrate the idea of engaging that low core properly and adding movement in. So it's great for the core, great for hip stability, and one of my absolute favorite exercises for anyone with low back pain. Okay, not to say that this is the end all be all, but it's one of my faves. I'll say that. Okay, so Carly's gonna be our little model. So you can watch this and then rewatch it again to do it yourself. But you can just put your bubbles to the side, okay? Okay, and then come to laying on your back. And we purposely wanted to show this just like in a living room setting, just to prove you can do this anywhere, okay? Just make sure, please, that you're doing it on something soft. So if it's on carpet, great. Just be careful on hardwood. Please make sure you're laid down with some very comfy mats or extra towels to make sure that your spine feels good, because you don't want to be rolling around and feeling like your spine is uncomfortable. It'll make you kind of clench up. So you'll start laying down, just like Carly has. We're gonna quickly go over that core breath that we did in the other video, but if you need a review on that, we'll link it here, okay? But laying on her back, head is heavy, shoulders down, and she's just softly pressing her arms down into the mat. So we're gonna say like 5-10%. She's gonna take a nice big breath. She's gonna fill up her lungs, 360 degrees full, breathing into the sides. And then when she exhales, she's gonna exhale out through the mouth, and she's just gonna keep going as long as she can, feeling this like wrapping and narrowing, and you can actually see it because Carly is so great. So try that a couple more times on your own. You want to start to light up all those core muscles. Remember, you want to feel this like engagement right through the middle of the core. You don't want to feel the back or the neck or anything like that tensing up. Once you've warmed up those breaths, you're going to cross your right leg over your left so your thighs are touching. These are called knee sways. Did I even say that? They're called knee sways. There's 1, 2, and 3. So first version, legs are crossed, one thigh over the other. So when you're ready, Carly's gonna inhale. She's gonna sway her knees. She's gonna keep her other foot down, which is her left foot. She's gonna inhale, sway her knees, and her hips gonna follow towards me. She's gonna exhale, turn on her core, and use nothing but that core to roll back to center. And then the other direction, still same leg on top. Inhaling to sway, her head staying down, shoulders staying down. She's getting this deep wringing out of her spine, like you're wringing out a wet washcloth. She's gonna do one more per side. Inhaling to sway. Right, this hip will come off, but look how controlled she is. She's not letting her legs flop to the side. I'll have her do a bad version in a second, or actually at the end. We're gonna make her do the good version. Exhaling, come back to center, uncross. We'll switch sides. So left leg's gonna go over top. This, right now, her right foot is the down foot. That's gonna stay down. She's gonna inhale to sway. Let's go to the right, but whatever way you do at home is gonna be fine, okay? So inhale one way. She's gonna exhale, engage that core, especially that low core. So think about like where the waistband of your pants are hitting you, and almost think about drawing away from that. Inhaling, if you're visual, I mean, I know you can't look down and see yourself, but think of engaging or pulling your core away from your shirt, almost making wrinkles in your shirt. And think, you might even get a little stretch through this one hip too, that's great. But you wanna make sure that you're not pulling from your back, you're not wrenching from your legs. Almost think the legs are dead weight, and it is this center, this core that is pulling you back, okay? And then she's gonna uncross. She's gonna do version number 2. So still pressing the arms into the mat. She's gonna bring one leg, let's go with the left leg first, up into a tabletop position. So this knee's bent about 90 degrees. Her hip's about 90 degrees, but this is kind of buyer's choice. You wouldn't want this leg so far away from you that you feel like you have to lift your back off the mat, and you wouldn't want it like so close that you're just like pinching your hip and this leg's just flopping. So find where you can hold this leg 90-ish degrees and this core is in. And then she's gonna press her back into the mat. She's gonna exhale to engage her core, bring the other leg up. So we'll show it from this angle, and then we'll show it from a different angle after, but legs are gonna stay together the best that you can. Okay, shins stay level as well. That's super duper important. So we're gonna go to the right again. She's gonna inhale. It's like a little pizza pan, slides underneath this left hip as she sways, and she can go as far as she can, keeping the legs together, the knees level, and the shoulders down. Exhaling to come back. Good. And then the other side. So she's gonna use this core to pick this hip up, and then exhaling. Good. One more per side if you're doing this along with us. You can see her knees are staying level. She doesn't have one hiding behind the other. Last one, so just make sure you're even, right? Using that core to pick up that leg. If you feel this hip flexor like this kind of right into the front of that hip joint, that means you're cheating and you're actually pinching your hip joint instead of using your core. So that's just a little tip there. Third, knee sway. Legs stay up. Both arms are going to go straight up towards the ceiling or the sky. Think shoulders heavy to the mat, but arms are super strong. Think of them as like goalposts. They're not going to move. So if I came into your house, and that sounds creepy, if I were to like push your arms, unless you want me to, if I were to press on your arms, they would not move. Okay, so that's got to stay the whole time. Now everything else is the same. So let's go to the right again. She's going to inhale, use her left side of core to pick up her hip, keeping her hips level, right? Hips and knees staying level. Exhale, use nothing but your core to come back. And then again, be really specific and precise about what these legs and hips are doing because they're going to represent what your back is doing. Okay, we'll talk about bad versions in a second. One more time. She's going as far as she can, keeping those legs together, level, and arms still, exhaling. And then when you're done, carefully placing one foot down with control, and then use the core to place the other foot down. And then arms can come down. One thing I want you to watch too, sometimes people are super focused when they're doing the actual exercise, and then once they're done, they're like, and they just collapse to the mat. That is actually where a lot of people can get injured. Not, if that happens a lot of workouts where people are super focused, but then when they drop their weight, they're just they just go kaput. So just think, okay, your core is always engaged. So we're going to show you a couple bad versions, okay? So
perfect. This is my forte.
First one, most common bad version, to the knee sway. The knee sway number 1, she's going to cross one leg over the other. It doesn't matter which one. And she's going to flop to the side. Carly's got a really flexible spine. She's just going to flop. Yeah, if you can, and good, and you can already see that's like, ugh, that doesn't feel like it looks good. And she's gonna flop the other way so you can see what her spine looks like. You can see there's like pressure right here, like it's pinching, and the shoulder wants to come off. Her core isn't engaged. She just let her legs take over. Okay, so watch for that. She's gonna use her core to come back. I'll have Carly spin to, yeah, exactly. Just so you guys can see her legs a little bit better. Okay. So for knee sway number 2 and 3, when your legs are up, again, just a little piece of grass there. Legs staying together. Just play in the park. Do the best you can. If your legs start to come apart as you're moving along, it's a sign that your low core is starting to disengage, okay? But bad version would be not engaging the core. She would just let her legs splay. And yeah, then there's this like gap. So she's actually shearing from the hips and back, so that won't feel good. Some people will even feel like pinched in their hip right away, right? If these legs separate, that's incorrect, right? That core is disengaged, coming back to center. And then the other big, that's a common mistake for knee sway number 2 and 3. And then of course, when your arms are up towards the sky, make sure she's gonna sway and do a bad one. So let your arms move. Yeah, a lot of people will twist this way. Yeah, and then do that. So try to make sure that you can control it the whole way through, okay? And then legs can come down. Remember, with control. Awesome. And then arms down. Good. She's going to use her core to come up to seated as well. So give it a shot. That's knee sways 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, give them a shot. Let us know how it is. Maybe you just want to start with 1 for right now. But really the goal of it is to make sure that it's coming from that right place. So make sure you use that purposeful exhale. Feel your core engaged, and then kind of move. You want it to be more flowy over time. But if you're like, I'm not really sure, think engage your core first on your exhale and then roll back to center, because that's where the money is going to come in. That's where you're going to start to engage your core and take pressure off of that low back. All right. So best of luck.
Yeah.
All right.
It's harder than it looks.
You can have your bubbles now and have a good one.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers.